Welcome to the Jack Mark II. It is short for Jack Daniels because, much like a bottle of whiskey, this will F your shit up. Important feature here in the front is a 4-tube rocket launcher surrounded by black blast blocks, and the entire core structure is heavy armor to resist point defense fire. Move to the back here. We'll see we have a control panel here, manual release button, grid AI blocks. There's a hydrogen tank, large thruster for maximum acceleration, and then we have 2 gyros. Here we see the grid AI blocks. We have a move, offense, and defense blocks. There's 4 timer blocks, an event controller. There's also a sensor for the warheads, which we'll see over. Here we have a connector for fueling, an emerge block for mounting to your grid. Here we have a control panel for interfacing with the AI blocks and other devices inside, and then we have a manual activation button, primarily used in testing, but we'll leave it in as part of the permanent model. If we see here, the offensive block is configured simply to hit and run, 0 break off distance, 0 retreat angle. This means that it will impact the target, and on its way in, it will fire the rocket launcher. Here we have the sensor, and this is used to detonate the warheads, which are placed next to both of the hydrogen fuel tanks for maximum fireworks. Now, Jack is a multi-purpose weapon. It has 4 timer blocks that can be configured to launch and arm, and if you are using a capital ship, they can boost the missile away before arming and pursuing a target, so they're safe for vertical launches. And we'll show just how effective that can be firing a salvo of these missiles very, very shortly. And here we've clicked the button, and you can see once we click it, it starts to accelerate straight away using a thrust override. 5 seconds of thrust override, and it will switch to the next phase, which is to remove that override, and then switch to arming the missile and preparing to engage the target. You'll see, I'm checking to make sure the thrust override is off, which it is. And then we'll see it's accelerating rapidly to the target. I'm reusing the realistic speed mod here. I use that most of the time on my servers. So it's capping out about 140 meters per second. It is locked on. Point defense is useless. And then single torpedo impacts the midsection. In this case, we're targeting powder on the ship, and you can see that it's actually broken the command module away from the cargo. This next example, this cruiser is driving into a field of 4 booby trap missiles. We're left with their using defense AI, and you'll see that they did quite a bit of damage up front. This ship doesn't have quite so much point defense. It has assault cannon turrets, which are effective if they can impact it, but they have a hard time. They have a hard time tracking quickly as fast as those missiles. So quite a bit of damage here. And then I will show you what a full salvo looks like. here is pretty extensive. I mean, those were head-on missiles coming directly from the front of the ship. Didn't really take it out of action, but it did significant damage. So we're going to move out here to a good range, out of range of the guns, and we'll drop 3 torpedoes. Let's see, here we go. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 torpedoes. And they should be in defense mode. They should detect in about 10 seconds. And let's lock on and watch them go. So this will be a good angle. You should see the rockets begin firing. There they go. They soften up the target. And then missiles impact. The engine room of the cruiser is completely annihilated. Jump drive crippled. They are not going anywhere.